Title: The last check-in I work as a hotel concierge, and I pride myself on our boutique's unique charm. Each room in the hotel has its own interesting history, and my favorite was room 313, which was said to be haunted. But being a skeptic, I always laughed it off. About a month ago, the regulars started to notice something strange. Guests would complain about electronic malfunctions, lights flickering, TVs turning off and on, and the air conditioning inexplicably blasting hot air in the dead of winter. I brushed it off as old wiring and assumed it was business as usual in a vintage hotel. One evening, a couple checked into room 313. They seemed excited but nervous, joking about getting brave enough to spend the night in the haunted room. I chuckled along, wishing them an amusing stay. As they entered the room, I noticed a twisted smile on the husband's face. It struck me as odd, but I didn't think much of it. Around midnight, I received a frantic call from the couple. The husband was yelling into the phone, claiming they were hearing whispers. They were convinced someone or something was in their room with them. I assured them it was just old pipes and settled down for the night, only half listening to his pleas. When the sun rose the next day, I went to check on them. I knocked on their door, but there was no answer. Growing worried, I used my spare key to open up the room. Inside, the bed was perfectly made, but the room was empty. No belongings, no signs that anyone had ever been there. I panicked and ran to the front desk to check the records. The couple had checked out the very moment I entered the room. I looked over the security footage and my heart dropped. I watched the couple exit the hotel just after midnight, but they weren't alone. A shadowy figure lingered behind them, following closely like a dark cloud. After that night, room 313 became a no-go zone. Guests consistently reported strange sounds, and staff started to notice things: lost keys, items moved, cold spots, especially when they went near that room. A week later, a new guest was placed in room 313, despite my warnings. I felt a chill of dread as I handed over the keys, but what could I do? It's just a room, right? The next morning, I found a note slipped under the front desk. It read, "We checked out. We heard it whispering our names. It wanted us to stay." I felt my stomach drop. I turned around, hoping it was a sick joke, but instead, I stared at the empty hallway where I had just checked in the couple days before. We haven't rented out room 313 since. But the weirdest part, the whispers have moved. Staff and guests have reported that the sounds have been coming from room 212. Now, I can't shake the feeling that whatever is in that room is hungry. It's watching, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to check in. Never underestimate the power of a room. You might just check out too late.